Hello, everybody. It's Zion here. I hope everybody's having a pleasant day and overall a pleasant month. And May has been nothing but a blessed month for me. A lot of great experiences that I've experienced, a lot of connections I've made, a lot of growth on my part. And even my best friend always says sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable and elevate to the next level as a human being. And I've been doing that more and more, and it's been one of the most pleasant experiences ever. But I wanted to come on here and talk about the importance of spaces that we kind of like create and spaces that we are in, because you can be in a space where it feels extremely toxic and extremely unhealthy, but you make the choice of how long you stay in those spaces. Because I've been in multiple spaces where I have to sit back and watch people unravel and watch people have their moment and be extremely toxic towards me and behind my back, all those kind of like messy bullshit. And then I have had spaces where I fully created and made choices that were based on my freedom of expression and freedom of love, where I came in those spaces and I felt like my energy was reflected back to me in the most beautiful and the most authentic and the most real way. And that has allowed me to sit in my shit in a way it was just like, I am no longer required to partake in negativity or spaces that don't feel comfortable within me. The love will always be genuine towards certain people in those spaces, but the thing is, I am not required to stay in those spaces for my love to be shown. I am choosing me and choosing to surround myself with people who genuinely get me and grow in those spaces. And that has been my mentality since the beginning of this year, and I think especially last year, at the end of last year, is just choosing me. And at times it's hard because you have moments where you feel like alone, but at the same time those moments alone are the most important ones, because you know who's attracted to your energy, who comes into your life for a purpose, sometimes negative and positive. But as long as you're secure in who you are and secure in those spaces, nothing can move you, nothing can shake you. But always make choices that actually allow you to grow as a person, allow you to be in spaces that are uncomfortable at the beginning but see you elevating. Like if the end result is all about growing, I'll be in those spaces. Yeah. And another thing that I learned this month is, oh my gosh, healing never stops. Healing will never stop. Because I think certain scars are so deep, but you define how deep and what they actually mean to you. Meaning you could always reflect in painful situations where you felt not good enough, felt like giving up on yourself, felt extremely depressed or at the edge of doing some crazy shit. Because that was the only way out of that mentality. But you're here. So reflect, but don't sit in that shit far too long, because as Jennifer Lewis once said, don't stay in that shit because it will stop smelling. Because you get comfortable in that pain, you get comfortable staying in situations that cater to a part of you that's no longer here, that caters to a part that caters to a part that is extremely broken, but does not mean that you are broken as a person. It just shows that you had to go through some painful situations to elevate and grow as a person, to like show what the meaning of life is. It's never going to be always perfect. It's never going to be all like happy-go-lucky, all those kind of shit. It's going to be realistic. It has ups and downs, emotional roller coasters, but at the same time, it's all about you elevating and loving yourself and honoring yourself as well. So always reflect, but never stay in negative shit far too long. It does not define you at all, but defines your journey and defines your strength as a person. So that was one of the things that I had to just talk about it and actually put out there. And I want people to know that you are worthy of anything that comes in your life. Worthy. Like all the blessings that are hidden behind pain are necessary because they serve the lesson, but at the same time does not define you at all. And I think like that's one of the most beautiful things, where you loving yourself and honoring yourself. And yeah. And another thing that I want to quickly put out there as well, just for people who feel like they need to be in situations and relationships to feel whole. No. You always come whole in any situation in life. You come full circle. You come as a person complete. The other person that is attracted to your energy or you create a relationship does not define you at all. You have to come full as a person and allow that person to literally love on you. And allow that person, Tracy, I love you, but be in a way, come full in any situation, business wise, even in relationships and friendships. The other person does not complete you. They complement what you bring to the table. They complement who you are as a person, but they don't complete you. And I think that's the mentality that I think a lot of you should have. Come in any environment, in any situation, full. Come knowing who the fuck you are, knowing your journey, knowing the essence of who you are and what you bring to the table, and not allow the other person to feel like they have so much power over who the fuck you are. No relationship, no job, nothing makes you complete besides you. When you wake up in the morning, just stand butt naked and love on what you see. Love on yourself. And I think that's the thing, like we need to do more messagings about this. Being realistic, being loving, being caring, being trusting. Loving yourself to a point that no one can tell you who the fuck you are at all. So, anywho guys, I am wishing you guys a happy weekend, but overall a blessed day and a blessed month.